Hi everyone, my name is Paula Phillips, also known as JournalArtista, and I'm here today to show you a little quick technique on how to use your stencils as dry embossing tools with your big shot or your big kick. And that's Asha barking in the background. Part of the reason why I haven't done a video in a while, you probably saw my puppy video, and you know, I'm upstairs, she's downstairs, and now she's howling. So I'm going to try to talk over her. I hope it's not too distracting. That being said, this is a beautiful Crafters Workshop stencil designed by the wonderful Julie Faye Van Balzer. Absolutely love her style, and love her stencil designs. Forget what this one's called. I think it's Shattered Flower. Oh, anyways, check out the craftersworkshop.com or Julie Faye Van Balzer's blog, which is balzersdesign.blogspot.com. Balzer's Design. Oh, it's a typepad, not Blogspot. I'm all kerfuddled because of poor Asha down there. It's like I don't have any kids, so for having a puppy for me is like a baby, so my brain's not there. Anyway, guys, Julie Faye Van Balzer. Check her out at Balzer Designs. And love her stencil designs. They come in 6x6 and 12x12 as well. So this is just a quick, small art journal that has thinner pages that I kind of keep in my purse and do a little bit of doodling and kind of add bits here or there. More writing, less layers. I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes it's hard to carry your bigger journals, so I just needed something smaller that I could have a little few page starters, and then work on while I'm out. But anyways, let's get to the technique. Here we got, also here's an example that I made during one of my Ustream shows, and this happens to be a Tattered Angel's mask that I used as rather than a Crafters Workshop stencil, so you can use any of the masks you got as well, but I absolutely love the designs at Crafters Workshop. So you can see on the back how deeply, of an impression, you get. Absolutely wonderful. And this one, I was experimenting with, okay, can I use, this happens to be 7 Gypsies tissue. I put the tissue on first with some gel medium, soft gel medium, and then put it through, and it still worked. Absolutely love that, and so simple. So all you need is your big shot or big kick. If you use a different die cutting machine other than that, basically you might have to play around a little bit with the sandwich, but this is where I'll show you how to use the big shot or the big kick, because most of us, I think, still have one of those. So we're going to use tab 1 on your multi-purpose platform. We are also going to use only one cutting plate. We're going to put the cutting plate on top of tab 1. Then I got these from Stampin' Up, but I know Sizzix sells them as well. I think Stampin' Up just are black. I've got a silicone rubber mat, and this is called an impressions pad, actually made by Sizzix. So you don't need the second cutting plate. Just one cutting plate, your impressions pad, and your silicone rubber. So what we're going to do is take our stencil. So I think I'm going to use, let's see, I've got this wonderful square looking one. You're going to put that on top of your cutting pad, and you put your paper on top of that, and you're going to add your silicone rubber, and then your impression pad on top of that, and just put it right through. What a great way to use your stencils. There's so much you can do with stencils. It's not just about spraying. Guys, I have a Ustream show every Saturday that's been running for months now, where I show a different technique on how using stencils. I call it Stencil Saturday, so check me out on Ustream. It's at 9:30. You can either see my blog, check out my blog for the link, or I'll link below. It's JournalArtista over on Ustream as well. So I just quickly put that through, and excuse the shadow from the camera. Oh, there we go. And you can see how it's already embossed. So I'm going to take archival ink from Ranger, it just happened to be in front of me, and do a little direct to paper so you can see how much. Now it's not as deep as an impression as the Tim Holtz texture fade, but it's an absolute wonderful impression, and you can use it any mask, any stencil you got going on, but so many wonderful possibilities with the Crafters Workshop designs. So I used a 5x7, I think this is, piece of cardstock here, but you can use any type of pattern paper or a die cut shape instead. You know, really the sky's the limit. And from here, I mean, I can just rip that off or cut it down, put a sentiment, and you already got a great card background. It's so simple and so fun. So many different uses. So I'm also going to show you another quick little technique on how I did that one I just showed you in my journal. I'm going to get out, so over here now I still have my multi-purpose platform. I have the cutting plate, and I'm going to take the stencil, and here I have it on a piece of scrap paper, and let's see what color. I think I'll do a little bit of purple here. I'm going to spray the stencil first. I'm using Purple Twilight Color Wash, Adirondack Color Wash by Ranger. You can use any one of your favorite sprays. If you want it to be sparkly, you can definitely use your Lindy Stamp Gang or your Glimmer Mist or whatever you got going on. It doesn't have to be Adirondack Color Wash, but I love how vivid they are. So I'm going to spray the stencil. See that? And then, put this to the side. I'm going to put the stencil down right on top of my cutting pad. Ink side up. I'm then going to put down my piece of cardstock. Very carefully. This is where you don't want to shift it so that you get any little smudges there. I'm going to put down my silicone rubber, then my impressions pad. And one thing I want you to watch for when I put this through is that the silicone rubber kind of like works its way out and kind of sneaks out. And at first I was a little bit worried, but for some reason it just does that. I don't know if it has to do with static or, you know, see, there it is. It's starting to move. Maybe you can't see because it's black. But see, it's moving. See how it's covering up the tab? I don't know why. But I promise it doesn't affect anything. It just does it. Alright. So it's that quick. Uh-oh. I dropped my gel medium on the floor. That's bad news. I'm going to take that off. And look at what we got. I apologize. Poor Asha. She misses. She's got 5 months now, guys. So this is what we got. The stencil is actually recessed, so it's a full letterpress type look because the ink is recessed into the embossing. And then you can see on this side, there's the dry embossing. Maybe if I stop shaking, there's the dry embossing, and then on that side, what's raised is the parts that don't have any ink. Probably hard to see on camera, but you know, in real life, it's pretty exciting. As you can see, I also made a little ATC with the Prima one. You can get real fancy or real simple. But just another quick way, guys, to show you how you can use your, here's a diamond shape. This happens to be also a Crafters Workshop stencil. Really quick, really fun, and a great way to use your stencils. I hope you can join me on one of my Ustream classes sometimes. Pop in and say hello. I'd love to see you. And thank you so much for watching. Much love, everyone.